Mr. Henning Meyer, my name is, and I am 70 years old. I am old. I am currently living in the city. Taibin. Last week my husband, he passed away. He was 75 years old. I lived with him all my life. We had with 3 children. All children are gone grown up, settled down. I thought the old couple lived together forever. At this age, he has many children and grandchildren. He passed away. Although it was sudden, it was also complete. A lifetime. I have also prepared the spirit to take care of his funeral, but Mr. Henning Meyer, I don't imagine. That very day his funeral, while mourning puppets, trumpets, and drums are blaring. My children, daughter-in-law, son-in-law, grandchildren, are standing there. I was exhausted absent-mindedly in one place. Then there were 2 strangers. They walked in. They were a boy and a girl. Girls. They don't look like people in Thailand. This face. They dress very politely and seriously. Both of them were dressed in black. They looked also bright. High education. The son, I guess, is over 30 years old, and you girl is probably around 26 to 27. From then on, my mind was blank. I thought we were friends, my child, in Hanoi back, or copper some old business of Mr. Min that I never met. They don't said no, it went straight to Lin, my uncle. They burn incense. They bow back the way they bow. It is reverent and strangely painful. Usually, I was still bewildered when I lit the candle. Finished incense. The 2 of them did not say a word. Who turned out? They went straight to the place me. In front of my children and grandchildren. In front of me, how many guests, relatives, neighbors. They both knelt down. I jumped. Me. I didn't even have time to say, my children, don't do that. Son. He looked up. Face up. It looked at me. It spoke clearly each word. Uncle, we are your children. Dad Min, you passed away. We came back to mourn. Dad, does Mr. Henning Meyer understand my feelings? At that time, 70 years old, just lost her husband, 50 years living together. I heard that sentence. I was struck by lightning. My ear, it's gone. The sky and earth are collapsing. I can't cry anymore. I don't know what to do. I sat there dead before starting today's story. Hope listeners can subscribe to the channel to help spread the story to many people in similar situations. And feel free to leave a comment below to share sincere advice for guests. Hello and thanks. Thank you for taking the time to come to the program. Old Age Confidences. I'm listening to you here. I understand your shock. The husband just lay down. The pain has not yet subsided, then discovered a secret. Such a shock. This is such a shock. Big for any woman, especially at your age of 70. Uncle, and you calm down. Take a deep breath. So, during 50 years of living together, he never knowing nothing about the existence of 2 people, this one. The husband never told me, what do you mean, not a word, Mr. Henning Meyer? A little. No sign either. If I had known, though just doubt then today, I would not to this extent. My husband and I live with 50 years apart. We have been married since empty-handed. In the city, this Taibin, everyone says I am a person lucky. Married Mr. Min, he is kind good man of few words. All his life, he never now yelling at his wife and children. He doesn't know drinking, no gambling, no women promiscuous. At least in my eyes, in the eyes of my children, and in the eyes of everyone this neighborhood. He is a man, husband, exemplary father. I believed him. It's absolute, but there is one particularity. He was a road worker in the past. Henning Meyer knows the job of a road worker, the profession that every river runs through, every house. Also, he followed the project all the way. House, children, farm at home is one. I'll take care of it all. He filled in. sometimes 6 months, sometimes a year to visit home once. Every time he comes back, he can stay. Every half a month. He left again. I still remember clearly that time more than ago 30 years. At that time, I had just given birth to my child. My second son, he accepted, ordered to work on a project in the Northwest. He said he was going to build a bridge in Laos. Kai, he said this time it will take a long time because key projects, remote roads, sure enough, he was gone for 2 years, then 3 years. He was gone for 3 years. Please, every few months, he sends me a handwritten letter with some money, Mr. Henning Meyer. That amount of money is very little, just enough for me to buy a few more kilos of rice and give the children a box of milk. I'm at home, I just being both a mother and a father. I have to carry the load. I sold my mother. I went to work as a hired weeder. I raise 3 children and take care of old parents-in-law week. I thought my husband was a worker. The road workers work hard. The salary is low copper. Not enough to eat and drink. Where to get money? Money that's sent back a lot. I just automatically, I thought he was like that. There is also suffering, also deprived like my mother and I at home. Henning Meyer, who would have thought that in those 3 years, he not only did he build bridges, he also built more. Another family up there. Turns out the money he makes he doesn't have to is not that he has to share. He had to split it in half. He sent half for me and my 3 children in Thai Binh. Half he kept for himself to raise another woman. And he gave birth to another 2 more children. The son's name is Fu, the guy who kneels in front of me. He said he is 32 years old this year. Mr. Henning Meyer calculated. Look at 32 years old. He is only younger than his youngest son. Mine is 2 years old. That means the time I am pregnant with my 3rd child. At home, he is also working for another woman to get pregnant in Lao Cai, and the daughter named Hong is 27 years old this year. Have you seen Mr. Henning Meyer? He was there for 3 years, but it was not until 5 years later he just got over it. He still went home between Thai Binh and Lao Cai. He cheated, he lied to me. He lied to both men. For the past 50 years, I have lived in faith. Thought, I am proud of my husband. Now he lay down. He carried that secret with him, down to operate, but he left me such a big shock. I don't know, should I be angry or pity him that I am angry? I am angry with myself, me. Why was I so stupid? I trusted people. To that point, the moment the 2 of them knelt there, my son and daughter-in-law were also stunned. Touch. They don't know what to do. The guests began to whisper. They looked they looked at the other 2 children. Then they looked again. Look at Mr. Min's photo. They are probably comparing. They are discussing. Brother Henning Meyer. That moment I just want a hole to crawl into. I am ashamed. I am resentful. I am in pain. 50, what do I get after 5 years of being a wife? Uncle Lin, you said you trust him absolutely. 50 years is a long time thought. But my uncle hid it such a shocking secret. He said, he is a road worker. Is this right? It is the perfect cover. That is the reason you never have the slightest doubt, Mr. Henning Meyer said every word correctly. Is the perfect cover. Now that he's gone, I sit down and think deeply. Putting everything together, I see myself stupid. I'm foolish. But Mr. Henning Meyer, in my situation a while ago, 30 years, 40 years, how can I think differently? Okay? My husband, Mr. Min, is a carpenter. Bridge Company's Road. The whole city, everyone in Thai Binh Street knows this profession. The job that is here today and gone tomorrow. He has been at home for 1 year and 12 months. 1 month is lucky. I will marry him. Well, I accept that fate. I accept to be the wife of a man whose husband, at that time always on the construction site, back then young, he built several bridges nearby. In Haiduong, the bridge in Nam Dinh is also one. 2 weeks he cycled home. But later when the children grew up, he adopted them. The work's far away. He told him to go far away. Its salary is higher, more allowances to take care of the children's education. I listen. I believe me. I'm home. I'm proud. I'm proud to have a husband who is patient and tolerant, accepting that work far away for family sticky rice is hard. I remember that day in the neighborhood. People call me the call worker. That name is not mocking, but it implies this woman is the wife of a construction worker, husband away all year round. I am both a mother and a father. 3 children. The oldest sick. The baby is sick. I manage alone, from hammering a nail to replace a light bulb to the point of struggling for every meal. He went all the time. I once heard him say he in yen bai, then he came back. Ha Jong builds roads. Wherever there is forest, sacred and poisonous water, is remote and isolated, he was present. His letters were also sent home. Sparse. Back then there were no phones. It's been months since I received one. Handwritten letters. Stamps are from those places. Sent back. I have no doubt, but the times that now that I think back, I see it painfully coincidental. That is the time he went to build a bridge in Lao Cai. I remember like it's still dark. At that time, I had just given birth to my youngest child. Finished, the baby was still red. He went home. He has only seen me for a few days. Tell the company to send him to work on the project. Key point on Lao Cai is to build a bridge across Red River. This time it takes a long time, maybe 2 or 3 years. I stay home and try to take care of son. I cried. I told him he could ask, "Can I stay?" He waved it off. He said this was the mission. He was a master craftsman. I don't go. Whoever goes, you have to understand. So he went. And just as he said, he went away for a long time. He went away for 3 years. 3 years, Mr. Henning Meyer. 3 years, Mr. Henning Meyer. He came home exactly twice. Each time he came home, he was thin and dark. He only stayed for 3 days of Tet. He left again. He said the project was urgent. Can't rest. I look at him. I pity him for his hard work. 3 years the money he sent back was also very little, miserably. Every month he sent by post just enough for me to buy some rice, pay the electricity and water bill. At home, I have to work hard. I don't have to worry about 3 children. I still have to worry about my husband's parents. I work in the fields. I work as a hired hand. At night, I also receive sewing orders. I work hard. I am stingy. I am frugal. I don't have a new shirt to wear. I said to myself, my husband is in the forest. Harder than me. Workers' salaries are meager. Food is not enough. Where to get money? Money that I send back. I just live in that thought. I was proud of that hope. My birth. I am proud of my husband. My hard work. The neighbors looked on. They also said that Mrs. and was lucky. Mr. Min, gentle, hardworking, only knows how to work, know how to play. Brother Henning Meyer. It turns out it was all a game. Now, when that person appeared, I just woke up. It turns out he was in Lao Cai for those 3 years. He did not struggle alone. He poor, but poor to raise a family too. The son, named Fu, 32 years old. Mr. Henning Meyer calculates when it will be born. Right in the first year, Mr. Min left Lao Cai, meaning he is new here. He went up there and met the woman there, and he had a child immediately. The money he sends me is not little, because he is poor, not because of his salary lowly worker, because he had to share 5 to 7. He had to use the coin. That's salary to support both families. He have to take care of me and 3 children in Thailand bin. And he has to take care of that person, that woman and her newborn son Lau Kai. Then the 27-year-old daughter. Nia, what do you mean after he finished project in Lau Kai? He returned to Thailand bin, but he still secretly came back there. He still sees the woman that for at least another 4 or 5 years, he still keep fooling me. 50 years. I living with a husband I never knew no. He has 2 parallel lives. A life in Thai bin, for me official wife, with 3 children-law, and a life in Lao Kai, with another woman and 2 illegitimate children. He is such a talented actor. He fooled me perfectly. He used the cover, the road worker, hard to hide the betrayal of mine. He turned me into one wife in the rear, responsible and trustworthy blindly believe. Now, thinking back to the times he was on leave, he often has strange phone calls, but back then it was a landline. He went out call, I do not know. Please, sometimes he tells me I have to go to a meeting. The scent of the road. I also believe it turned out to be him. He goes to school. Or he goes to meet someone. That woman when she went to Hanoi, I don't know. I don't dare think anymore. Henning Meyer. The more I think about it, the more stupid I feel. I feel more and more resentful. He is gone. He lay down peacefully, but he left me with such a heavy burden. Big. He left me with a harsh truth. But at 70, I don't know what to do, how to swallow it. Uncle and like so, the shell of a hard-working bridge worker back, Hang believes pride is a veil hiding a cruel truth flat for 30 years. I cannot imagine statue was right at her husband's funeral, I in front of my relatives and children faced with a financial situation. How terrible. Those 2 people kneeled down and said they were Mr. Min's children. At that time, his children and their guests, how did they react? And what did they do? What to say next? Brother Henning Meyer. That moment was just an act. Out in a few dozen seconds, but I have a feeling it feels like a century. That saying, we are Min's children. The funeral trumpets seemed to stop too. Everyone the sound of weeping and whispering around me. I can't hear anything anymore. My ears are ringing. I sat there numb. I looked at my 2 children, person kneeling on the ground. I did not say God a word. Son, daughter-in-law, child my son-in-law. They also stood still. They are standing in the next row to thank the guests again. They heard the child's face. Each one, from sadness it turns to stunned and bewildered. They looked at the 2 strangers. My daughter-in-law. She also put her hand up to cover her mouth, the visitors. They all stood up. They started pointing. They started whispering. What is it? Who is it? Who is it? Oh my God. Bastard. The atmosphere is so thick. Again, it was suffocating. It was embarrassing. At that time, Henning Meyer, my eldest son, is hung. This year it is almost 50. It is a pillar of the family while his father was alive, and now too. It sees me sitting still. It sees things starting to go haywire. It goes from the other side. It stood in front my face. It doesn't look at me. It looks straight down to the 2 kneeling people. His voice very fast. It's my son, I know. It trying to contain a fit of rage. Terrible. It asked, who are you 2? We are in mourning. Why are you kneeling here? Here, stood up to talk, but the boy, that guy, rich boy, he is not standing, got up. He was still kneeling, but he looked up, face up. He looked straight at his son. I must say he has a spark. Very strange eyes, very determined, not afraid, scared. He spoke very calmly, very clear. Hanoi accent, not Thai Bin or Lao Kai accent. Probably I have worked in Hanoi for a long time. He said, hello, brother. Hello, uncle. It's me. We apologize for being so abrupt, but we cannot not come. My name is Hong Min Fu. I am 32 years old. Years old. This is my younger sister, Hong Ti-hung, 27 years old. Did Mr. Henning-Meyer heard that? Name? Hong Min-fu. Middle name my husband is Min. He continued, we are working in Hanoi. We are the children of my mother, Mrs. Hong. Kai Lu is from Lao Kai and is my father's son, Mr. Nguyen Van Min. We are back here, is to mourn his father. My son growled. Voice. What nonsense are you talking about? My father, there are only 3 of us. What makes you say that? Do you have any degree, any symptoms? That was the first time the girl named Hong spoke up. She was also kneeling. She said, by evidence. We have no evidence. My mother lives in Lao Kai. Her whole life she never get married. She just told us, Dad, our name is Nguyen Van Min, hometown in Tai Bin, is a road worker, parents could not come together. Then the Sun Fu's son continued. He said the thing that I cannot deny, okay? He said we didn't mean it. Came here to cause trouble. We also do not know of your existence. This is my sister and uncle. We only know Dad. We are alive, but we have never time to meet. He told me. He said a few. Yesterday, my mother in Lao Kai received a phone call. The caller is Uncle Tung is an old friend of Min's father, working together at Kaw Kok Lu construction site today. Uncle Tung is the only person in that construction site know about Min's father and my mother. Uncle Tung said he accidentally read the obituary of Mr. Nguyen Van Min on Tai Bin newspaper. God realized right away. God called my mother. He said, Mrs. Lu, Mr. Nin, he passed away. Then, funeral at private home at street number Tai Bin City. He gave them this address. He said, anyway, he is also the biological father of Fu's son. Incense. They should go home. Go home and light it for them. He burned incense and went home to mourn. Or else you will regret it later. Mr. Fu said, I took the bus back here. We don't have any other intention. We just ask fulfill filial piety. We ask for burn incense for Dad. Please call one father's voice before his coffin. Please mourning him. That's all. Her daughter girl named Hong. At that time, she started crying. She said, Uncle, I know you are my father's wife. We are sorry. We know that this appearance makes me sad. I dare not ask for anything. We just please let us bow to Dad. I bow once. Then we will go. Right away. We won't bother you. No more family. Please, Uncle Henning-Meyer, my brother Hung. He stood still. He looked. Me. It looked at the other 2. Me, at that time, what can I say? Do I believe it? I haven't believed it. I dare not believe it. But the argument is too tight. The timing is the same match. The name matches. The place Lao Kai Point is the same. But Mr. Henning-Meyer, I started to look closely at the 2 of us. The first time I looked closely, I saw the son named Fu. I looked at the ring on its forehead. The stubborn forehead me. I looked at the bridge of its nose straight, and I looked at the mouth. The mouth was pursed, very determined. I looked at the girl named Fragrance. Her eyes have slightly slanted corners. Oh my God, Mr. Henning-Meyer. I looked at them. I thought. I saw Mr. Nin. My house 30 to 40 years ago. Same identical. Identical to every line. They are different from him only in that it is whiter, taller, brighter probably like their mother. And the form, Mr. Min's strokes do not slip away. No way. At that time, I didn't need a degree, no more evidence. I don't need anyone to say anything anymore. I know they are my husband's children. I staggered. I almost fell. My daughter-in-law had to run to help. My son Hung also saw it. He also realized. I knew his face turned pale. He turned to me and asked softly, Mom, I didn't say what? I just nodded. Hung turned back and looked at the other 2 people. His voice was no longer harsh, but choked. Again, It said, "Okay, stand up. Dad, I am also the father of 2 siblings, have returned here to mourn." So Mr. Henning Meyer, in front of relatives and neighbors, the 2 of them stood up. My son gave it to them. 2 mourning scarves. The rich man and Mrs. Hung they receive. They roll it up themselves' head, and they are officially standing in Mr. Min's children standing next to his son, my son, daughter-in-law, son-in-law to mourn their father. The whole funeral that day took place in an atmosphere of indescribable. No one said anything to anyone. No, just their whispers, and their eyes look at me, they look at my child, and they look at to that bastard child. As for me, I only know sit still. My heart is broken. Uncle, and this is a situation that I heard many stories, but still cannot imagine it all. Your uncle's son, Hung, decided to give the mourning scarf to them. That is, at that very moment, his family accepted them as their children and blood. Mr. Min's latex. So what convinced him? Convince your children and convince yourself, doctor, so quickly, just because just their words. Or do you think they scam? Sir, Mr. Henning Meyer, words at that time no longer important. My son Hung is the eldest son. He is the man. Resolute. He is not a pushover led by the nose. At first when it growled, where is the proof? I know it is think this is a scam. It is thinking there is a thief. But when my family Tang RA confused come here to find the treasure riot, I think so too. I am 70, I'm old. I think these days what can also be fake, their documents also can be faked. At that time, I did not believe me. It screams no, no way. My husband is smart. He is gentle. He is exemplary. There is no way this person can be like that. Must be a mistake or a conspiracy. But Mr. Henning Meyer, I looked at them. After Hung, it asked in the moment when the air was quiet flat. I looked at the boy. His son's name is Hong Min Fu. He is 32 years old. Age, it raised its face. It looked straight at my son. He looked straight at me. Into me. Oh my God. The forehead, high and slightly square that I used to have, or divide. Mr. Min is stubborn. It is Mr. Min's boredom. The bridge of the nose straight, very tall, and mouth, the corner of the mouth, slightly drooped down a little when determined. That is the thing. Mr. Nin's mouth is unmistakable. Okay. I felt like I was doused with cold water. I turned to look at his portrait. I am hanging that picture on the wall. He took it 10 years ago. Then I look back at this rich boy exactly like him, just like a mold. He just unlike Mr. Min. Mr. Min is dark and thin because of the rain. Rain or shine on the construction site. And he white, tall, bright, probably because he was able to study and work in Hanoi inside. But the features and demeanor are of Mr. Nin. I had not yet recovered. I said again, glanced at her daughter. Her name was Hong. It 27 years old. It is crying. It takes its hand, wiping away tears. And the moment it looked up, Mr. Henning Meyer's eyes. The double eyelids, very clear, but his eyes are a bit slanted up. The eye shape is exactly like my mother-in-law, same just like my husband's sisters. It is a characteristic of his family Min. I can't believe it anymore. People cheat. People can make things up. Story, one can forge paper, but one cannot counterfeit it face, cannot be faked. The genes and bloodlines are clear like that. Those 2 faces are 2 things. Undeniable living proof. My son saw it too. Standing right next to me, I was also stunned. It looked at those 2 people. Then it turned to it, looked at me. I saw anger in his eyes. The anger from earlier disappeared. It was replaced by confusion, pain. It is also recognized as similar. So when it turned back, it said, okay, stand up. My father is also your father. Not an acceptance. It is a surrender, Mr. Henning Meyer. It surrenders before the truth. The truth is revealed there. It is undeniable. So I sat there, I looked at my two lost children. My husband received the mourning scarf from his son's hand. My eldest son, they wrapped the towel around him. Head, they stand in line, stand right next to my daughter-in-law. And then Mr. Henningmeyer, I'm upset, I hate, I'm angry. Traveler, I hate Mr. Min once I angry at me 10. It turned out that for 3 years he was in Lao Kai. He said he was struggling and lacking. It turns out he worked hard to build another nest. Turns out money workers' wages are low, not because poor, but because he had to share I stay at home, I get hired to plant rice. I'm lucky I save every penny to raise my children. Support my husband's parents. I look at food and clothing. My child does not have a new shirt. I am proud about that sacrifice. It turns out I was sacrificing born. So he has money, has the conditions to travel, raised another woman, and gave birth to 2 children, another child. My sacrifice is like a joke. My trust. In it he was 50 years. I live in confusion. I kept looking at the portrait of him. I am both in love and angry. But at that moment, anger overwhelmed everything. I thought, sir, when you die, your dead is gone. Peace. But he left me this mess. You leave it to me. A disgrace. You arrested a 70-year-old woman. Age to face this like how? I sat in the middle of my husband's funeral. My heart is broken. Not just because of me lost my husband, and because of that I lost my joy. Believe I build. All my life I see myself betrayed. Uncle, and this is such a big shock. The truth that no one can mentally prepare for God to receive. He had to endure pain of losing husband of 50 years and just now have to bear the pain of betrayal lasted for 30 years. These 2 pains came at once, right in the crowd mourning. You said you were angry and resentful. I understand. These days after everything has been a lull, after they had received the mourning cloth, how are you feeling now? Yes. Hey, Henningmeyer, I haven't slept for several nights. Okay, Mr. Min's funeral was over 3 days ago. The day is gone. All the guests have gone home. The children, they also returned to Hanoi, Thailand originally to go to work. House now only I'm left alone. This house is it. It is so vast and yet so silent scared. All day I just sat alone. I looking out into the yard. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to eat. I don't want to sleep. Just sit. I look at his portrait min on the altar. Incense smoke still remains. Steaming. Brother Henningmeyer, it's normal for husbands lost, 70-year-old wives must cry, must be sad. I think I would too. I think I will mourn him. I will remember 50 years of living together. How have you taken care of me? And my children, but no, I can't cry. So, my tears have dried up. I sat looking at his picture. The picture he smiled. The photo was taken on his birthday. 60 years old I look, but I do not see, dear. I don't miss you. Brother Henningmeyer, I feel angry. I feel resentful. It felt like it was choking in my throat. Every time I look at the portrait, I see it again. Angry. I am angry with him. He lied me. He cheated me cruelly. Ring. He played a play too perfect. 50 years. What am I in his eyes? Am I a wife or am I an unpaid maid? I is a front for him to cover up for his second life. I hate when I'm at home. When I was pregnant with my youngest child, my belly was huge. I still have to go out to plant and weed for hire. I still have to carry water to take care of my parents. Husband. Why? Because he goes to work. He sends me some money every month. Silver is not enough to buy diapers for the baby. I kept thinking he is miserable. I thought he was above Lao Kai eats bones and sleeps in the wind and hardship. I love, I scrimp, I fast, I dare not buy a shirt. New. My child wants a cake I also did not dare to buy. I told my child, I must save, must save. Dad, and son go working far away is so hard. Oh my God. It turns out that when I was fasting, the moment I was struggling at home when he came. He is in Lao Kai happy with another woman. He building a nest. He is busy. Gave birth to a son. The sacrifice mine, my meanness, it is a joke, it is stupid. The more he saves, the more he has. Money to support the family, that one. He fooled me. He used my sweat and tears to go to work cover for another woman. Mr. Henningmeyer, 30 years. He hid it from me for 30 years. Such a great story that he did not say anything to me. When he closed his eyes, he also carried that secret. He was calm. He shook it all off. He shook it off. But what did he leave me? He left me, I am two strangers made of the same flesh and blood, meat. He left me a slap the sky before the children, before the neighbors. Now, Mr. Henningmeyer, I went out into the alley. I didn't dare look. Whose face? I know this whole neighborhood, this Taibin city, they are talking about me. They were talking about the funeral me. They are talking about Mrs. and thinking her husband, how exemplary. It turns out the funeral is exposed gave birth to two illegitimate children. Oh my God, she's so stupid. Been cuckolded for 30 years without anything, no. Shame beyond words. I'm ashamed. I'm a retired teacher. I am an engineer and a doctor. I am from a cultured family. But now I become a laughing stock. I didn't dare leave the house. I sat inside. Home. I looked at the portrait again. I thought to myself again. Asked, after all, what have I lived for the past 50 years? What? The man I trusted absolute turned out to be a liar me the most. The person I thought was gentle and exemplary turns out to have another side that I never knew. I stuck. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to deal with this. How? Should I hate him? No. Or should I forgive? But forgive, how can this be? This pain is so great. 2. Should I accept 2 children? They are your blood. They look exactly like him. But they are also living proof of his betrayal. I saw them. It is I feel the pain again. It stabs. I cannot sleep these days. Just keep sleeping eyes again. I see the scene of 2 people it knelt before me. I heard it again. The sentence, we are your children. It haunts photo of me. I don't know what to do. Henningmeyer. I'm really stuck. Uncle, and I understand this pain is too great. Your resentment is completely justified. Worth it. But in that moment of chaos of that funeral, when the truth was revealed display, when the 2 stepchildren stood into mourning, what about the 3 children of Uncle and Mr. Min, the legitimate children Uncle Ho's law? Those brothers and sisters how do they react? Do they accept is this true, or have they had reactions? What to do with 2 brothers with the same father, different mother? Brother Henningmeyer, the time when hung the eldest son mine, it gave 2 mourning scarves to Mr. Fu and Ms. Hong. I know that. Must be it accept. That is it as the way the eldest son is trying to keep this funeral is not broken. It is trying. Try to calm things down to take care of his father, finished the rock. He was afraid of making a fuss. At that time, how can I face my neighbors? Neighbor. But I look at my child. I know all 3 of my kids. They are shocked no less than me. Ho stood there, handed the towel, but his shoulders trembled. I know it's holding back. It's angry. Boiling blood. My daughter-in-law just stood behind her husband's back, crying. Her second daughter, I work in Tainguin. He heard the news. Stunned. It just looked at the other 2 people. Then it looked at me again. He was speechless. The youngest also works in Hanoi. Hot-tempered. He saw his older brother do that. Nothing. But it looked at Mr. Fu and Ms. Hong with a look. I must say the look eyes want to eat alive. The funeral that scene took place in a void atmosphere that I don't know how to describe. It's heavy, it's fake. We 5 mother's son and 3 daughters-in-law and son-in-law standing together, a line of mourning for one person. But in each person's heart is a storm. I just think about the funeral. After the burial, after Mr. Min was put away, the other 2 will automatically disappear. They come, he burned incense, they mourned. So is enough. But no, after the burial, after he was at the cemetery, everyone went home. Home, my children, they change into mourning clothes. I was also exhausted when I went into the room. I think that rich girl is the one. Knowing what they meant, they said goodbye. Who would have thought? They did not come back. They still sat their coffee table in the yard. My son hung. It came out at me. Mom, come out here. I want to talk it over once and for all. So he Henning Meyer, an unexpected family meeting. Want just the 5 of us, mother and 2 children, the other person. My daughter-in-law and son-in-law. They know what they mean. They all disperse. My husband Hung sat down on the chair and lit a cigarette. He took a deep drag. Then he looked straight at Fu and said, his voice was hoarse. Now my father is also the grave is peaceful and beautiful. Tell me, you 2, what is your purpose here? I know my son is thinking about that. What? It is thinking about property. It is think of dispute. It is thinking too this person came here to claim the house, demand to divide the land. My youngest son still has it. Compensation. That's right. You guys come here and get it. Dad, what do you want? House or land? I tell you no. My father is dead, but what about my mother and us brothers? You don't have to. The atmosphere was tense as a guitar string. I sitting there, my heart clenched. I was scared. I afraid they will fight right at home before his father's altar. But Mr. Henning Meyer, Mr. Fu, that 32 years old son, he is not afraid. He is also not angry. He put the cup of water, the tea, was put down on the table very gently. He looked straight to my son Hung. He looked at the youngest, and then he looked at me. He said, brother, I know you guys are, what do you think? I know you, Hung, and your sisters. I think we came here to fight, win property. You guys are thinking you are the kind of opportunity to take advantage of the situation come here to claim. He took a breath. Slightly he continued, but we not that kind of person. He said, Hero, let me be clear. My name is Hong Min Fu. I am a construction engineer. Working for a French company in Hanoi, my sister is Hong Ti Hong. She is graphic designer. Both brothers, we are all independent. We are not rich. Yes, but we are not in need. Then he talked about his mother. He said, my mother has lived in Lao Cai all her life. Never married. She raised 2 children alone. When my brother and I grew up, she never said anything. Bad words to Min's father. She just said that his father was good person, but unlucky parents. Teach us that we must learn no matter what act well, be a decent person, emperor, to not let down the gene, the blind blood of the father. He looked straight at my son. Henning Meyer, this saying is the right one. Stunned me and my children. He said, I know Min's father is a family man. In this family, Dad is my uncle's husband and my father, brothers and sisters. And we speak frankly. We are illegitimate children, but our father is dead. We came here just because of filial piety. Mom, I told us to go home to mourn our father, to leave Dad in the afterlife, knowing that Dad is still alive, have these 2 children, so that Dad can be free peace. That's all my mother wants. He is determined, still has assets, land. This belt in Tai Bin, this house, all belongs to Min's father and uncle and the others. You 2 build. All my life, my mother, and I have never contributed a brick, not plant a tree, the tree here. We have no right what? He said each word clearly. I said to reassure heroes and their brothers and sisters. We have absolutely no intention of doing anything about inheritance or property disputes products. We don't need a penny. We do not ask for anything. Mr. Henning Meyer, my son Hung is stunned. My youngest son is straining his neck. Up it also shut up. Mr. Fu continued, we only have one request. Now, the funeral is over. We ask your permission. And please allow us be fulfilled our duty. We ask mourning for father for 49 days according to the law, brother and sister, and later every year on the death anniversary of father. We ask permission from Hanoi come here and light an incense stick for dad. Child. In addition, we do not require anything else. I hope you and your brothers and sisters consider. Having said that, he and Ms. Hung stood up again, bowed his head before my mother, and I. Oh my God, Mr. Henning Meyer. I didn't know what to do at that time. My anger, my resentment, it is preparing to fight against a war reserve assets. But now they do not want, they just please let me be your son. I'm even more confused than you. At first, Uncle and I heard the whole story of you, hear about 50 years of trust, hear about the hardworking road worker cover, listen about the moment the truth is revealed right in the middle of a funeral in an impossible way which is more cruel. And I have heard it too, about the very unexpected way of acting, very decent, very kind children Mr. Fu and Ms. Hong right after the funeral of your grandfather is quiet. Uncle, and when I finished listening to the whole story, Uncle, I have two very clear emotions, and they are complete opposites. I have to make this clear so you can see, understand your problem thoroughly. First feelings, first of all, I feel sorry for you. I am angry on your behalf. You not only have to endure the pain of losing a husband, my partner of 50 years that was already too great a loss, but at the age of 70, he had to suffer a blow. Shock is many times greater. That is the pain of betrayal, a betrayal that drags decades long hidden perfection under the guise of sacrifice, of hardship. You are right to be angry. Your resentful hatred is completely justified. Any woman in your situation will feel the same. I feel the sacrifice of my whole life, the sacrifice frugal, thrifty to raise children, support parents, husband in Taibin, all of that it was trampled, it was turned into a game smile. I trust him absolutely, and he took advantage of that very trust, absolutely let him fool you. He not just a temporary crush, he was lived two lives. He maintained a second family parallel to the family of his. He took sweat, tears yours, take your cruelty in Thailand, a vase to build a family, another family in Lao Cai. When he was at home, he fasted, fasting and dressing. He is using the things saved that to raise a woman other children. That is cruelty. Rings are not only about feelings, but also about cruelty, economic patience. The pain is real, that resentment is real, and no one has the right to judge or force you to forget that feeling immediately. You have it all. You have every right to be angry, to look at his portrait and question him. But, Uncle, and after the feeling of anger there, I have a second feeling. This feeling is lighter. I see a little luck in the very thing, this tragedy. I say, this maybe you will find it strange. You will say, I am lost. Cool. I'm in pain like this bro Henning Meyer said. It was lucky. But please calm down and listen to my analysis. First, Mr. Min, your husband, he was wrong. He was terribly wrong. He committed a crime. An unforgivable mistake, okay, with you. The mistake of deception, but he's gone. He was lying there, down. People say that adopted children are righteous. Now, are you angry with him? I hate him. I sit and look at his portrait if he blames him. He will also cannot live to tell you one apology. He couldn't do it either. What to fix that mistake? But the thing, that resentment does not harm anyone. It only hurts you. It hurts a 70-year-old woman. It erodes her health, of yours. It makes the remaining years left him to live in torment, in bitter. You keep that hatred inside. Heart only makes you more miserable. But if you suffer, your children will see it. They cannot be happy either. He carried his sins with him to the grave. Please let him go. Please let that mistake follow him. I'm 70 years old. I need to be discharged. Come. That was the first lucky thing. He lost, and the war clear, if there is, it did not happen from his side. The biggest luck I can say is that second. It lies in the two people themselves over there, Mr. Fu and Ms. Hong. Uncle must know that they are innocent. The two of them, those kids, they are 32 years old, 27 years old. It's not their fault. They don't get to choose. Choose where they were born. You can't choose your parents. The mistake is their father's, is Mr. Min's. It is just the result of that mistake. They are victims like you. But what is luck? Try to imagine. Imagine if after 30 years in the crowd, Mr. Min, the person who appeared must be two bright, successful people, that polite, but a woman. The Mrs. Hong Ti Luan Lao Kai. She led two children, one of whom is illiterate, tattoo place. One is alone. They come here. They don't kneel. They stand. They cry. They curse because they said, Mr. Min is my husband. Here is his son. They demand division of property. They claim this house. They claim land. They make trouble the whole funeral up. If that scenario happened. So today you are not only resentful, but you also have a war, a legal battle, a mess never be removed. You see? No. But that script didn't happen. What appears before you is what? Two people are educated, decent. Mr. Fu is a construction engineer. Ms. Hong is a graphic designer. They do in Hanoi. They are independent. That prove what? Prove that the mother is their Lao Kai. She is also a martyr. She is not married. She is a single woman. I raised my child, and she taught my child must study, must be a good person. She didn't inject them into their heads. Hatred, rivalry. This is a luck. And you look at the way he behaves. They don't come here to destroy. They come here to build. They come back. They don't come to demand. They came to their knees. They begged. What did they ask for? They don't ask for money. They don't ask for a house. Fu said very firmly, we do not need any money. We have no intention. What about inheritance? This is a great blessing. They come back not for money. They come back for themselves. I only ask for two things. One is to be allowed to hide. Dad, I would like to come back every year from now on. Light a stick of incense for Dad. Brother Mr. Henning Meyer, what is that? That is filial piety. They are human. They are born. They carry Mr. Min's blood. They want to return to their ancestors. They want to worship their father. That is a very great wish, legitimate, extremely human. They were very kind. They were very polite. They not only talk, but they also do action. They succeed, but they knelt before him. They said clearly, obviously, they don't need property. They just asks to be a child. This is one thing. Very precious Mr. and Mr. Min. Mr. He was wrong with you, but he also created to have two people is not to harming society, and two people died, uncle, and you have nothing to lose. This whole thing. I think I lost faith. Believe he is dead. But Mr. Min also dead. I think I lost my honor. No, people will not laugh at you. I will only love you, and people will respect you, uncle. If you know how to behave later, I did not lose my children. My 3 children are still your child. You still have it, plus uncle has 2 more children. 2 successful and kind son living in Hanoi inside. 2 children who they themselves are also longing for a family. A source, you are in the upper hand. You are the wife both. You are the official wife. You are mother of the children legally, but you also is the oldest person in the family. This is still alive. It's not your fault, my children. It's not your fault. And the other two kids, they are not at fault either. The only one, the most guilty, are already down. So then now we the survivors, what to do? We continue to hug the dead man's mistakes, to torment each other, to hate each other, or we let go it down. He was standing in the middle on one side. Painful past of betrayal. And of the side is the kind present of the children, innocent person. You choose to embrace the past to small group, or you look at the present to find serenity. Uncle and I have analyzed show you are standing in the middle of one side is a painful past of betrayal, and one side is the kind present of the children, innocent person. You asked me what to do. What? Now, you are stuck in between. On one side is the resentment of betrayal. One side is the obvious truth. The other side is shame with the world. And of the other side is the overly polite behavior of two stepchildren. Uncle cannot change the past. You cannot be Mr. Min live again to question. You cannot erase the fact that Mr. Fu and Ms. Hong is your husband's blood. Uncle can only change one thing, that is your attitude, the way you perceive problems, and how to act from the second this minute. Please listen to me. Be very clear about the following 3 things. You must do not for anyone, but for yourself, Uncle. First of all, you have to learn how to let go. I know I said the word, let go. It's easy now. Outsider easier said than done. But I am not telling another person. I am told the doctor, a 70-year-old woman, a woman who just lost her husband. She was angry. You are resentful. That resentment, it is a poison. Uncle angry with him in. I hate him for deceiving me. I have. Yes, you have every right to do that. But my uncle, Mr. Min, is dead. He was lying 3 feet under the ground. We're angry with him. Did you cry? Did you point out that he philosophizes from morning to night? Does he hear? No, he can't came back to life to apologize to him. He also cannot be resurrected to fix the mistake, his terrible mistake. The resentment, it does not harm the dead. It only harms the living. It is doing. I'm 70 years old, and I don't sleep. Okay, I can't eat. I sit and watch. His portrait made me feel bitter. You are poisoning yourself. You are poisoning yourself. I burned the last years of my life of his own with the fire of anger of a thing of the past. A filial son is the ultimate meaning. Uncle, and this sentence she said not to cover up the deceased, but to save the deceased alive. It is a key to let people like you are at peace. The meaning of the word righteousness is righteousness, which means he wrong. Right. He is terribly wrong, but he died. He was carrying that sin. That secret is gone. Let it be, let him go. Don't keep him with his resentment. Uncle forgives for him. Tell me, is forgiveness difficult? No, it's hard. But this forgiveness, it is not for Mr. Min. He doesn't need this forgiveness anymore. It's for you. You forgive yourself, take off the chain that is tying you up, that portrait. I forgive you myself. Allow yourself to live peacefully, years left. I am 70 years old. I still have 5 years, 10 years, or 20 years from now. What do you want? Live those years in squalor, or do you want to live in peace? Let him go. Let go of the mistake. Of him out. That's the first thing. You must do it for yourself. You must fight, overcome your resentment. The second thing too, please accept it. I know this even more difficult than the first. How I can accept the evidence of betrayal. How can I see them without thinking about their husbands? I fooled myself. Uncle, and please look, as I have analyzed, you could have to accept a more tragic ending a lot. You could have faced with a formidable woman from Lao Kai about. He could have faced to the child with the tattoo, wants to divide the house, wants to divide land, making a mess of the funeral. But what did you get? What did you get? Two people. Mr. Fu is 32 years old, an engineer. Ms. Hong is 27 years old, a graphic designer. Both are successful. Both have money, educated. Both live in Hanoi, very close by. Your children, and most importantly, how to act their judgment. They do not come back to claim. They come back to please. They do not come to destroy. They come to build, as I said. They said it clearly and concisely. They don't need a single penny. They no dispute, no inheritance. The house and land in Tai Bin are mine and yours. My uncle's children. They did not touch it. This is the greatest luck. They are not enemies. They are not a threat. What do they ask for? They ask to be their children. They ask to mourn their father. They ask to be allowed to surrender. To come back to burn incense. Oh God, peace to you. Listen, that is a major wish worth it. It's so worth it. It's the human morality. It is filial piety. Their mother, Mrs. Luan Lao Kai, taught them, coaxed them. You have to look at these two people. They are the product of a mistake, but it is not their fault. They are good people. They are innocent. Like you, they are also victims in this story. She lost her husband, and they a lifetime without being called dad. You have nothing to lose. Your children are still yours. Your children, house and property are still yours. Uncle, try looking at it from another angle. You are not lost. You are being lost. Got two more children. Two children successful, polite, and most importantly, they know. They long to have a family, a source. His family now has that could be the source. You are the first wife. I am the oldest. What rights do I have? You have the right to reject them. You have the right. Said, you guys go away, never carry face to this house again. You do that, no one blames you. It's normal so. But uncle, and you do that, uncle, what do you get? You get a reputation, terrible stepmother. I got a good laugh. Momentary. But then what? Is this the end of remorse? Because after all, it's also your husband's blind blood that they knelt down to beg you instead of being dismissive. Try to open your heart. You don't have to love them. Right away. You don't need to watch them. Like a real child. That takes time. But please treat them like your children. I just came back from far away. They were kind to me. Uncle, you should also open your heart to them. Third, you should live normally, usually, and solve the fear of fame attend. Don't torture yourself. You too don't mind what people say. Take care of yourself. I laugh at being cheated on. I'm afraid they'll laugh at me. Stupid. Uncle, and if you open your heart, you accept those two kids. You treat them, be nice to them. You know the world, what will they say? They will not laugh at you. They will respect you. They will say, Mrs. and she is an extraordinary person. She has a too generous. Husband made a mistake, but she opened her arms to welcome innocent children. She is a bodhisattva. Slap. Uncle, in honor. It's there. It lies in how we behave when tragedy strikes. Please talk to me, my uncle's 3 children. My uncle's son, the hero, behaved very properly. Believe me, my uncle, they are educated people. They will understand. Be proactive. Tell them Mom has let go. Dad, you guys are wrong, but Dad is dead. There are 2 left. That girl is Mr. Fu and Ms. Hong. They are no fault. They are father's blood, you guys. They didn't need talent, property. They just need love. Family, our family should not be petty, should not leper. Let them come and go people, plus children consider, as your father, to give us 2 more brothers who forgives Mr. Min and opens his heart with his 2 innocent children. That is the best way. The only way for you to live peace of mind the rest of your years. Uncle, and I gave you 3 pieces of advice. Let go of resentment towards the deceased. Open your heart to welcome the innocent children and live for the present to keep honor by my generosity. It's easy to say, but as a person, the insider is the one who suffers the biggest pain. Do you think you can do it? Can you do that? Mr. Henning Meyer. I heard him say, every word seeped into my heart. It was like removing the mess in my head for days today. Mr. Henning Meyer is right. For the past 3 days, I just feel resentment. I just feel like I'm being hurt. Fool, I just feel ashamed. I couldn't think of anything else. I just closed my eyes. I saw Mr. Min in Laos again. 3 years of abstinence. I imagine the scene. He held Fu when he was still a newborn. I imagine him secretly sending money for Mrs. Lu. While at home in Bin, Thailand Bin, I am having to go to work as a hired hand, having to eat mixed rice, wearing only clothes to worry about for 3 children and parents-in-law. I have hate. I hate it so much that I can't cry. I looked at his portrait. I just wanted to throw it away. But Mr. Henning Meyer is right. It means death is the end of the world. He is gone. I have hate. I tormented. But I only do poor me. I'm 70 years old. I don't have much longer to live. Have to live it peacefully. I can take this hatred to the grave. Let go. I have to try to let go of the mistake. His mistake. He paid the price. Death. And the second thing you say, accept it, is hard. It is very hard, Brother Henning Meyer, yes. Seeing them is seeing with living proof of betrayal. How can I and happily open my arms to embrace them? It's okay. My heart still hurts, very. But I have to admit one thing. Mr. Henning Meyer is right. I was lucky. I am luckier than many women others are in the same situation as me. I'm lucky because of Mrs. Hong Ti Lu in Lao Kai is not coming back here. If she comes back here, she will make a fuss. She wanted to be the first wife. She asked for a division of property. I don't know where to hide my face. And I am the luckiest because of the other 2 children, Mr. Fu and Ms. Hong. They are not like I thought. They are not opportunists, those who came to ruin the party. I told them more. Mr. Henning Meyer heard. The day of the funeral after my son gave the mourning scarf to the 2. Kid, they don't just stand there for, by the way, rich boy, he is 32 years old. He's seeing too many guests and not enough tables and chairs. He didn't mind. He rolled up his shirt sleeves. Black eyelashes. He ran to the warehouse. He carried table and chair moving. He did it quickly. Resourceful. Just like my husband Min today old. He took care of the seating arrangements for guests. He takes care of getting water, going take the offerings. He acts like a son. In the house. My son Hung, seeing it, was stunned and said nothing. But I know I saw it too. When eating the offering meal, everyone was tired. Fu was worried about getting water. He poured water. Invite each elderly man and woman in the family my house. He bowed politely. Good's neighbors, they were also surprised. I don't know where this guy came from. They just keep saying slam. Does Mrs. N have an adopted child? Why? Why does it look like Mr. Min? As for Ms. Hong, the 27-year-old girl, she saw I'm so tired. I sit tired in the corner of the house, not breathing out. It ran somewhere. One later, it brought back a bottle of wind. Did not dare come near me, Mr. Henning Meyer. He was scared. I know it's afraid of me. It only dares to give the bottle oil for my daughter-in-law. She said softly, Sister Hay, let me rub oil on your temples. I see you are so tired. My daughter-in-law accepted it and turned to look. Me, it was awkward too, but he still held it rub oil on me. Then it was time to lower me into the grave. The weather is sunny and bright. Fu is among the youth volunteers. Hold the shelter to cover me. He stood right next to my son. 2 brothers, 1 biological child, 1 illegitimate child, both protect me. Mr. Henning Meyer, I don't know that scene. What else to think? My heart was angry. It just has something. It's bitter. Those that action cannot be acting okay. They are kids. Good education. They are really nice. And what they say, they don't need a penny. I didn't believe it at first. I think they act. I think they say that to please me. And then later they demand. But the way they talk to my son, very properly royal. They are engineers and designers. They have their self-respect. They don't come here to beg. And you, Henningmeyer is right. I'm afraid people will laugh at me. Afraid they will say I'm stupid. But I will respond them. I chased the 2 orphans away because now Dad is gone too, out the door. And when they knelt down to beg me, then God, they will laugh at me or they will despise me. They will say I am a wicked stepmother. They will say I am heartless live all my life. I am a teacher. Cannot let that sound. I think clearly then, Mr. Henningmeyer. I have to try. I have to do it. I can't because of my fault, Mr. Min. I'm going to cause another one. Another mistake with those 2 innocent children. They don't need property. They just need affection. I will talk to you, my children, my 3 children. They also a sensible person. I will be proactive person. I will tell them. I will tell you, I have thought it over. Dad, you guys are wrong, but Dad is dead. We no more mention. Those 2, Brother Fu and Ms. Hong, they are not at fault. They are your blood. They are your brothers. They didn't need property. They just needed family. Our family should not be small. Small should not sing leprosy. They asked if we can get through it. We should also open our hearts. Just let them pass by. More people, more son. Consider this as your father leaving it to you. We add 2 more brothers. I listen to you tell me to feel relieved. It is true that it is very polite. Maybe I should try for them anyway. Is also my husband's blood. I cannot deny that fact. Uncle Lin, I'm so happy. I have to tell the truth. I am very glad to hear those words. My last words. I said I had thought it through. He said he would try open your heart. You said you would be the owner, talk to your children to accept the truth together. People sitting in front of me now is no longer Mrs. and 70 years old, is in a deadlock, resentment, and shame. The person sitting in front, I am now a wife, a person mother, a grandmother found for herself a road that is not easy, but it is the only way to you have peace and let your family, you most completely move on ahead. You made the right decision. You decided to let go of the painful past there. Like I said, you have every right to hate. You have every right to slam the door of his family, reject those 2 innocent people, and live on the rest of his life in bitterness. No one can blame you, but you did not choose that path. He chose me. The road is harder. I chose forgiveness. And I have to say it again, this forgiveness, it is not a gift you gave it to Mr. Min. He passed away. He doesn't need it anymore. This forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. He is 70 years old. He has sacrificed 50 years of his life. Life for a husband she trusts, and you were betrayed. It was a wound. Hurt. You have the right to let the wound there. It continues to bleed. It continues to act. I will humble you until the day you die. But you also have the right to bandage it. Accept the scar and move on. A true love is a true love. This saying, it is a pain reliever for humans. Alive. It allows us to be the right to close a past, even if it was bad. How bad? Mr. Min brought my mistake is gone. Uncle, don't keep that mistake to yourself. You keep it, you are doing it yourself. The verdict he left behind. Uncle, let go it out. I have to let go, and I have decided to accept. This is what is precious, best. As you and I have analyzed, you was so lucky. I was lucky because of Mrs. Hong, that T. Lu, she is not a person. Terrible woman. She is also a victim. She raised and educated her children alone. They become human. She teaches them know what to do. You are lucky because Mr. Fu and Ms. Hong, they are engineers, they are designers, they have self-respect. They come here, they don't come back for money. You have to understand in this day and age. The greatest tragedy of the sentences, the story of the illegitimate child, is a competition for talent. Property, it tears the family apart. It makes you siblings look at each other like enemies. His family avoided that tragedy. They said clearly, definitely, they don't need a penny. They just ask for something. What? They asked to be children. They asked to come back, burn incense for Dad. Oh my God. Uncle, and they ask for love. But love is family. Do you have any shortage? No. Your family is an educated family. His children successful, filial. Uncle is a good man, retired teachers. If they come back, they ask for money. Uncle closed. You are right, but they come back. They ask province. They ask to be recognized by their ancestors. They ask for the right to be human, the right to be know the origin. But if you sing leprosy, then I am wrong again. Open your heart. I nothing lost. I did not lose my house, hey. You didn't lose a single tael of gold. Not lost 3 children, Uncle. Yes. I have 2 more children. 2, the successful and polite son is living in Hanoi, is very close to my children. Who knows? Later, when this pain subsides outside, when the initial inferiority complex is gone go, Mr. Fu, Ms. Hong, and Mr. Hung, together their younger siblings, they became one again, the arms that protect and shelter you. He has 2 more children to care for, to care. That is a blessing. That is a fortune. But Mr. Min, after so many mistakes, love left to you. And finally you worry shame. I'm afraid. People will laugh at me. Uncle, and believe me, if you sneeze lepers, you chase them away. The world, they still whispered. They said Mrs. was cuckolded. So she turned crazy. She was evil. But you open your heart. You accept. You say talk to the children. I leave it to Mr. Fu. Ms. Hong enters every year with dignity. This house burns incense for Dad. Uncle left it. Let them call you. You call my children speak English. I know what will people say. They won't laugh at you. They will respect you. They will say Mrs. N. She is an extraordinary person. She has a heart so generous. Husband do error. But she opened her arms to welcome, adopt innocent children. She is a bodhisattva. Uncle, and honor lies in the way we behave. When tragedy strikes, he is transforming into the tragedy of family shame into a story about generosity. You are overcoming the past. By his own kindness, he decided, I believe you can do it. You should go home, you should rest, and you should talk to your children like you just told me. I believe you guys, Uncle. Educated people, they will understand, they will support you. Yes, Mr. Henning Meyer, I hear you say, I feel my heart lighten. It's true today, I just feel resentful. I feel bad when I see myself being deceived. Tiger, I can't think of anything else. I will do as you say. I have to let go because for my children, I am 70 years old. I must live it leisurely. And he said yes. They are Mr. Fu and Ms. Hong. They are very polite and decent. They are engineers. They are designers. They are also pitiful, never having a life. I have a dad. I will try, Mr. Henning Meyer. I will try. I will talk to the kids because after all they are blood relatives, my husband's. They are your younger siblings. My son. I thank Mr. Henning Meyer. You have removed it. Give me the mess in my heart. Yes, Mr. and you think so. I'm happy for you. Forgive him. And open your heart to your innocent children him. That's the best way for me to live. Peace. Once again, please share deeply saddened by your passing and your family, your loss. Dear listeners, Fake, a story beyond imagination. A huge shock at the age of 70. Husband just passed away, lie down right in the funeral again. Found out her husband had 2 children alone, has grown up. Uncle and had to go through a pain, a resentment that few can imagine. A whole life of trust and sacrifice suddenly collapsed. But in that tragedy, we see a bright spot that is the kindness of children. Uncle and's 3 children was very restrained, very civilized when the really came, and his 2 children Fu and Ms. Hung also acted in a very decent way. They came back empty-handed, not to fight for property, but to do complete filial piety. We have just heard those sharing, final decisions full of courage and selflessness of Uncle, and Uncle chose to forgive the deceased and open up heart to the living. I believe this is a profound lesson. Color for all of us about the truth about dissection and forgiveness. If you Uncle and do you have enough courage to forgive? Thing, to open up like him? If you are Uncle N's child, you will, what should I advise my mother to do? Accept it or not? Is cut off. And according to you, the word filial piety, what Mr. is Fu and Ms. Hung doing it, is it right or not? Please leave comments below to share, to encourage Uncle and to help him have more strength strong. Thank you for listening. Chapter the show Confessions of Old Age is now closed. Here, hello and see you again in the next episodes of the chapter program.